I mean, it's a lifestyle. I mean, it takes a lot of work. I mean, we may only be on stage for 15 minutes out of the entire night, but I've been spending the entire week getting ready for those 15 minutes. And it's a lot of preparation and a lot of money, a lot of time that goes into every detail of it.
How you wear your hair. There's so many different hairstyles you can do. That's creative. There's so many different ways you can do your makeup. That's creative. There's so many different outfits that you get to choose. The fashion. I mean, that's creative. It's creative in your nails. I mean, what nails are you going to wear? Are you going to paint them? Are they going to be French tip? Everything's creative. Everything's a choice.
I do my own makeup. I paint my own nails. I make my own lashes. And so you have to be well-rounded to be really good.
It's hard. It takes a lot of money to look that cheap. I don't think everybody's cut out for it. Your heart has to be in it, or you're not going to do it, because it's so much work.
My boy name is Zachary Green, and my drag name is Megan Nicole Terrell.
My name is Garrett Rounsville, but my stage name is Robin Banks.
I'm Brendan Maxwell, and I go by the stage name of Tilly Screams. It's my name and my motto. At least that's what I tell people.
What does it feel like right now? What are you feeling right now?
I can't feel from about here to here, but besides that, I'm excited and just a touch nervous, like I normally am before shows, but excited.
I haven't pumped myself up yet. Like, I have to, let's get in the mood. I'm not there yet, but that energy drink is going to kick in, and we'll get there by the time
We'll get there. Once we're at the bar, we'll be okay. It'll be a show up and be okay. Maybe.
So, drag is men in dresses for entertainment.
Drag is, it's men in dresses and makeup, but it's an expression of who you are but who you aren't.
What's drag? Drag is art, it's work, and it's exhausting.
I think, so growing up, I was the shy, introverted kid, and I had a younger sister who was in theater and drama, and she was kind of the star of everything. And drag kind of allows me to do that on my own. I didn't have to go audition for plays or musicals or anything like my sister did. It's like I just created that character on my own, and I found a stage that would a bar that would let me perform, and I kind of get to create my own character and put on my own show every weekend.
So when I came out, I became friends with a lot of drag queens and love going to drag shows, and I had one of my friends put me in makeup and fell in love with it. And I'm also broke, so.
I had come from a very, I came from a very Christian background where gay was wrong and drag was crazy and they were all druggies, and there was this stigma that came with drag. But then I learned about it, and those stigmas are all false.
I think what I like the most about it is what the crowd sees, because me being an attention grabber, I just like to let people see what I do and let them have fun and see that they're having fun, also while drunk.
Yeah, I think there's some point where it's true for every drag queen that it's about attention. Just at some point, at some level, you're in it for the addiction of the attention that you get from it.
I mean, who doesn't like to go out and have somebody tell you look pretty? I mean, it sounds really, really shallow. But, to get an accolade from somebody, it's really nice. It's a big confidence booster. And I think everybody in everyday life, whether it's in drag or not, if somebody compliments you, you love that. And it just so happens that we as drag queens, we get complimented a lot when we're in drag. So, I mean, that part of it is addictive, to get complimented like that. Get told you're pretty, to get, oh, you look really skinny today. Oh, thanks. You know, so I think that's one of the rewards of it. I'm not shy, but I don't say that I put myself out there all the time, and I'm not always good at talking to people right off the bat, but through drag, I have no problem coming up and saying hi to you or talking to you. And so it's just another arm of my own personality, I think.
I guess drag was kind of a rebellion because, first of all, like, they didn't agree with the gay thing, and so I'm gonna be gay and I'm gonna wear a dress. I'm gonna be gay and I'm gonna be a drag queen. So it was just kind of like another like fuck you mom thing that was going on in my life. But the haters fueled my passion. No, I mean, it was just a fun outlet. It was getting away from all that. Drag was getting away from feeling less than.
There's, I've heard of a saying that, you know, a lot of people when they come out get to kind of relive their childhood because they were so suppressed as a kid because they couldn't be who they were. So then you come out, and then drag is kind of just like a thing like that. So you get to, you know, actually play in the makeup you did when you were a kid, but for, you know, funner reasons.
You know, when we have a drag show, as gay people, we don't have that many places that we can go where we can feel safe consistently. So when you go to a drag show as a gay person, you're going to a place where you know you're going to be safe. You know you're going to be able to be surrounded by people that are just like you, that love you for who you are, who don't judge you for your life choices. We're all supposed to be there to support each other. We have enough people fighting the gay community. We don't need to fight within ourselves. And then you're also going to be entertained by some lovely men in dresses. I love drag. I love what I do. I love getting to go out there and perform and raise money for charities or to help people that come to see the show escape the ugly world that is around us. And that's what drag really is to me. That's what my job is as an entertainer, is to help that audience to be distracted from their everyday life, from all the horrible politics and shootings and everything that we see every day in the media. A drag show to me is to distract them from all that. And that's why I think it's so important. When we come home, we work on drag. And we have to find a balance of, okay, you have to put that dress down, step away from the sewing machine, step away from the rhinestones. I need you to come sit on the couch with me. Or I need you to come cook dinner and sit down and have dinner with me. And let's communicate, let's talk. It's definitely a balancing act. And sometimes it's harder than other times. But it also, drag helps, I think, bring us together. I think it's been great for our relationship. Now we both do drag, and I think it's only strengthened our relationship because we now both have a hobby that we can do together, that we can understand each other better because we both do it.
It's not about sex. Drag is, for me at least, is not about sex. I don't feel sexy when I'm in drag. I feel uncomfortable. I'm not thinking about dick. No.
When I am in drag, although I feel and look pretty, I feel the less sexy I could ever feel. I have a corset on, and it is not comfortable. I have my dick in between my legs, tucked and it's not comfortable. So I do not feel sexy ever in drag. I can, not necessarily with drag, other than those people that have thrown out and believed the stigma that we're all druggies, we all have sex all the time, we all, are just trashy people in general. That makes me mad because that's just ignorance. That's just people who don't understand what drag represents to the gay community. They don't get it. They don't understand. And that frustrates me, and it more frustrates me the people who aren't willing to even try and learn about it. That's frustrating.
I mean, I think it's important to do it so people see that it's a different side of the gay culture, but to see that it's something fun and not as, I guess, negative as, some people try to make it. And like, I guess different like straight cultures or something like that, where they try to think that drag queens are like pedophiles or some, form of that. So it's just show, I guess like a fun side of the gay culture.
I guess I had some friends from high school that were like the straight girls, and they kind of fell away. And I did kind of go through this phase in my life where it's like, well, if you have any problem with any part of me, you're free to go. Like, you don't have to stick around, and I don't have to stick around with you. Like, if you have a problem with something about this, and I went through this with my family as well, it's like, if you have an issue with me and my boyfriend, or me and my husband, now husband, we don't have to do this. Like, I mean, it sounds harsh that I'm okay with like dropping a family member or dropping a friend that I had known since like the 6th grade, but like, that's kind of where I am at this point in my life. Like, if you have a problem with me or something that I do or how I live my life, like, you're free to go. It can be scary because just my existence, I mean, honestly, not even necessarily the drag thing, but the gay thing alone, people can have a violent reaction to that, and then you add the confusion of putting on a dress and the makeup and the wigs and the hair and everything, and some people just don't understand it and can have such a violent reaction towards it, and you never know when that's gonna happen. I specifically remember right after the Pulse shooting in Orlando, I had a show the next weekend, and I remember being on stage and walking out and like keeping my eye on the door. And I was scared. I was like, what is stopping someone from coming in here with a machine gun, with an automatic rifle, and mowing us down? Like, it could happen anywhere. Well, I kind of live my life as a less significant, really shy person, and then being able to go out on stage all dressed up, and I am significant.
When my mom found out, we were at lunch, and when I came out of the closet, she had issues with it. We had a big falling out, and she told me she was coming to Pride one year, and it was going to be the same day that I was performing, and I had not told her that I was a drag queen. So I had to tell her, because your mom can't show up to gay pride and be like, where's my son? And be like, surprise, I'm a woman, because that's not really a way to do it. So I told her we were at lunch, and I told her I was a drag queen. She kind of looked at me, and she gave me that same look that she gave me when I came out. And then she just kind of looked at me and she said, do you want to be a fucking woman? And I was like, no. I said, I just do it for fun. And she kind of sat there for a minute, and then she told me, she's like, well, do you make money doing it? And I said, yeah, you get tips and all that stuff with it. And she's like, well, that's acceptable. I did some things like that in college, but, different things. And I was like, oh, God, okay. And she, tried to tell me. I said, no, thank you. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what it is. And then she was like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And so now at her house, there are pictures of me you know, like baby Zach, high school Zach, all that stuff. And there's just one little picture of Megan right next to all those pictures. And my mom is now a big fan of mine. She's been to one show, I think she came during Pride. And she was a typical stage mom that was just, she had her phone out the whole time and was just filming it and like tried to fix my makeup for me and all that good stuff.
I'm married. I have drag, which I love, and through drag, I have a whole family that I could have never dreamed of having. So I'm extremely happy.